Hi everybody, Night Owl here, and welcome to episode 4 of Survival Minecraft. Last time, we built a cow farm, a carrot farm, a sheep farm, a potato farm, a chicken farm, got a new pet cow who likes pink flowers, built a sugarcane farm, built a subscriber monument torch, built a horse stable for all my horses and donkeys, and lastly, we started our enchantment room, but quickly ran out of bookshelves, so we only got about halfway. And that's where I want to pick up today's episode at. So in between episodes, I made some more bookshelves to hopefully finish this off so we can get level 30 enchantments. However, we are missing the actual enchantment table itself. So the first thing I want to do is use our diamond pickaxe for the first time and go mine some obsidian, so that way we can make our enchantment table. I really do not enjoy breaking this first pickaxe, but here we go, mining our very first anything with this diamond pickaxe. I really forget how long it takes to mine obsidian. Oh, and then there we are. Ice bucket challenge complete, our very first obsidian block. So I'm gonna quickly mine out 3 more of these and then get back to making that table. And now we can place down these bookshelves and hopefully get our level 30 enchantment. So, moment of truth time. Let's place this down. And that always looks so cool, seeing the particles jump from the pages to the pages. So yeah, moment of truth time. Let's pop in our diamond pickaxe and see what we get for our level 30 enchant. Ooh, Unbreaking 3. That's a tough one, because if it's just Unbreaking 3, that'd be kind of a bummer. You know, that's not a great pickaxe to have. However, Unbreaking 3 often gives you more than just Unbreaking 3. So like if it says Unbreaking 3 for your level 30 for your level 30 enchant, it often will give you more. So I think we should just roll the dice on this and go for it. And oh, holy cow, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, Fortune 3. That's the best pickaxe I could have asked for right there. That's exactly what I wanted. I am super thrilled with this. I kind of want to go find some diamonds, but I have other things I want to do in this episode first. So let's get started on those. So the first new thing I want to do for this episode is I actually want to build something off to the side of the cow pen over here. I want to build something to take care of all these extra items that I had that are compostable. So I'm going to make like an auto composing thing, like my first redstone thing, using a couple hoppers, just to passively get rid of all of these different things that are extra and I don't need. And then hopefully I'll get a large amount of bone meal from this, or at least some bone meal. I think it'd be really... You see that chicken dancing up there? I think it'd be really awesome to have that kind of income of bone meal. So I'm gonna kind of get started and place down some blocks to see if I can get a design that I really like. So this has to be the very basic design of it. As you can see, I have this hopper pointing into this chest and this hopper pointing into this composter. It has to point in from the top, otherwise it won't filter in. So I could actually place in these items now and have them compost correctly. However, this doesn't look very pretty. So that's the main thing I want to work on, is making a design that looks cool and still functions the same as this. Here is what I've come up with for the bone meal farm. It's kind of an interesting shape. I know it's kind of odd. The idea is that this is like a pipe, and items get piped from this chest into the composter and then into this chest, and that it's water powered. I feel like that's kind of a cool touch. I don't know, just go with it. I'll put in a few items into the top here. Oops, not my mistake. A few items into the top there to show that it does work. And then eventually we'll get our first bone meal. So probably as soon as... Oh, there it is. So there's our first bone meal. So I'm gonna load in the rest of the items into this top chest and then just kind of let it go and do its own thing. So the next thing that I want to do is build a new storage room because our house just isn't really cutting it anymore. And I want to put it somewhere over here in this grass area. I'll hop up on top of our mine to get a better view. Yeah, I want to put it in this grass area somewhere. I don't know exactly how I want to build it either. In that chest, I just have some materials to start building. I think I'm just going to start throwing down some blocks and see if I get something that I like. I don't know yet. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of go for it and see what happens. This is the general design I have going so far. I'm modeling it very much off of this house. I can't put details on it yet because I'm only one block high. But as soon as I can get, a roof on it, then I'll start making it look similar to this house. In the meantime, my goal is to put rows of chests on each side. So on this side and then on this side. And then I think that'll give me enough storage to last me until I start on my mega base. And here is our item storage completed. As you can see, it's very similar to our house, our first build over there. Except I also have these like stone brick columns on the side of the walls there. I also have larger windows in here. I feel like they look kind of cooler, and they needed it because this is a very basic building. I have already moved in all of my items into the storage, so that way I don't have to show you that because I know that gets kind of boring. I have some kind of basic building blocks here, some items and some random assorted blocks here, like ores here, and then food stuffs and agriculture stuffs there. So that is our item storage. So the next thing I want to do is I want to start doing things with the villagers that are in that direction, because I recognize that the longer I live near them, the more likely they are to die. And I figure as soon as I can start with them, the sooner I can make a villager breeder, and then the sooner I will have just plenty of villagers, like a surplus of villagers. So what I want to make right now is a villager breeder right here somewhere. This is like the last flat part of the ground other than right in front, and I think it'll fit really well right here. This villager breeder design is going to be loosely based on a video by Impulse SV. I'm going to link that video either in a card or in the description. And it's just a really good video on how to make a villager breeder that's really strong and really full functioning. So let's get started. As I was clearing out some of the ground to make our villager breeder, a pillager patrol spawned, and this is actually our first one. Well, this is our second one, but the first one didn't have a guy carrying a flag like this one does right above my cursor there. So let's try to take these guys out, except we don't want to kill the guy with the flag because that'll give us the bad omen effect. And we don't want that because we're going to be moving villagers in a minute here. So let's try to use our flint and steel to take him out, so that way we don't get the effect ourselves. So let's go for it. Oh no, no, no. Oh. Can't believe we almost burned down our house. I would have been so upset. Well, anyways, we just successfully took out that pillager outpost and almost successfully took out our house. So I'm gonna replace this fence that got burnt, and then we're gonna actually get started on the villager farm. Here is step 1 of the farm complete. I have the breeding cell right here, and then this is where the farm will be. And then I have it set up so that way when the babies fall through, they come up right here. I'm tempted to rework this because I don't particularly like it. I think I'm going to make it so instead of the villagers just popping up here and swimming, I'm going to make another building over here and then have them get piped underground into this building, so that way they can all be collected here. Here is part 2 of the villager breeder. All I've done is I've added a wall, and this is to protect from anything trying to get in. So like a zombie wouldn't be able to jump in now, and a baby zombie can't fit in between these gaps. And then I've done a wall and then a stone brick slab on top to keep out any spiders because they'll get caught on this little notch in between the two layers. So the next step is step 3, and that is to move the villagers into the breeder. Here is our first villager. I like to put our first villager inside of the farm area, and this is just because I don't want either of these villagers picking up the job from the workstation there. I want this guy to have it first, so I always put him in first. So now I'm going to go get the other 2 villagers to put inside of the breeding cell. So I've now added the villagers for the breeding cell, and then I also rerouted this water pipe where the baby villagers are going to exit to over here. So now they just get transported from the breeding cell all the way to here, leaving am I stuck? Okay, leaving the next step to actually plant the crops over here, or to build a room for them to get caught in. Yeah, I'm gonna build the room for them to get caught in next. So here is the little hut that I made for villagers to get transported into. It's not meant to look nice, it's just meant to be a temporary thing for them to come into, and then maybe sometime in the future I'll make it nice and then add an easy way to transport the villagers outside of it. So our next step is to go through the farm and plant up all these carrots that I've gotten, so that way the farmer can throw them to the breeding cell. So I was gonna say step 4 was gonna be test the farm, but it seems to already work without even having to prime them with food. So oops, I'm gonna give them some extra food that I made to not gonna go near him. I'm gonna give some extra food to these villagers to test it and see if it works. Oh, I might have just thrown that straight through. I guess we might get it on the other side. We'll find out. So now that we have a steady source of villagers, I want to make a trading hall, and I think the best place for it to go would be over here on this hill, kind of facing toward that way, and have the path connect just up here. So I think I'm gonna get started with this by clearing out a lot of the trees that are here, and then I can also use those in building the hall itself. So this is as far as I've gotten. As you can see, there are 4 different kinds of villagers I'm gonna have in this trading hall. I'm gonna have one that uses the stone cutter, one that uses the smithing table, one that uses the composter, and then one that uses the lectern. So I can get some books, I'll have some crop trades, and then I'll have iron trades. That's the main reason I want the smithing guys. And then I'll also get terracotta trades and quartz trades from our stone cutters. So I think I want to build this about, just so there's enough room so there's at least 10 villagers in a row. I don't know exactly yet. It kind of depends on the trades I get from our book villagers. So at least 10, and I think I'm just going to extend it out this way as far as I need to until I decide it's big enough. I'm going to move in our first villager in a second here. He's going to be a librarian, and hopefully we can get a cool trade from him. So I've gotten our first villager in, and let's see what trades he gets. Hopefully they're good. Prot 4, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm locking that in. That is, I'm blown away. Oh my gosh, I did not expect it to be nearly that good right off the bat. I've never actually even seen Prot 4 in a trade before from a villager, so I wonder if this is, yep, it's still there. There we go, locked it in. I wonder if Prot 4 is new in 1.16, because I thought that it wasn't available, but I mean, now we have it, so that's so cool. Can't wait to put that on my, well, I don't have diamond armor yet, but I can't wait to put that on diamond armor. Through here though, I think I'm going to keep growing this passively throughout episodes. I'm not going to do it all at once, just because that's That's a lot of villagers and doesn't make great content. So yeah, passively I'll get this done, and hopefully soon it will be finished and it will look awesome and I'll have good trades. I'm definitely going to turn this guy into a zombie villager sooner or later here. I don't know when, but I do want to turn him into a zombie villager so we get a cheaper trade, just because 37 for Prot 4 is kind of expensive. But you know, it is Prot 4, so anything honestly is a fair deal. Yeah, I might wait until I have them all and then zombify them one at a time, but while I don't have potions and I can't make a weakness potion, it doesn't make sense for me to do it just yet. So the next thing that I want to start is a smeltery, because the furnaces that I have kind of don't cut it. And I want to put it there's zombies underneath me. I want to put the smeltery somewhere up here, just because it's out of the way, and I feel like I eventually want to move up this mountain and I feel like it'll look cool. So I'm going to clear out a bunch of trees like this, maybe this cave down below me, just so that way it's not an issue later. This is the beginning of our super smelter. I'm going to put another link in the description to a video by Mumbo Jumbo where he goes over how to make the same exact super smelter that I'm about to make. It's his design, and it's really efficient. So I'm going to put that in as I build up the walls. So I got about halfway done with this so far, and then I realized something. To finish it, we need, one, a whole lot of iron that I didn't have, so I'd need to go mining, and two, we need a comparator, and comparators require quartz, and you get quartz from the nether. So I believe we're gonna work on that next episode, which leads me to me saying thank you guys for watching, because that is the end of the episode. So if you missed any previous episodes, they'll be linked in a playlist in the description, as well as all the other videos that I said would be there. Thank you guys.